Welcome. In this video, we cover BlueDAG's mobile app iOS version. To obtain the BlueDAG Enterprise app, navigate to the App Store on your device and search for BlueDAG Enterprise. Once installed, ensure that you are connected to a stable Wi-Fi connection. Mobile connections are not recommended. Log in using your username, password, and token. Most users will have a token of BD Prod as shown on the screen. Other enterprise and government users will have their token given to them during their initial training. The token allows the app to communicate directly with the correct environment. If you are unable to log in, please contact us at bluedag.support@bluedag.com. Prior to logging in, ensure that you have at least one evaluation assigned to you and that the status of that evaluation is in conducting evaluation. If you do not have an evaluation in the status of conducting evaluation or one that is not assigned to you, it will not show up in the mobile app. During your first login, we install all findings, checklists, and standards to your device. This process takes some time. It may take up to 5 minutes on the first install. Subsequent syncs will be much shorter. Please ensure that the connection to Wi-Fi does not get disconnected and also that your screen remains on. Turning off your device's screen can interrupt the initial installation process. Let's log in. When you first log in, your evaluations will be presented to you in a list. In this case, I have 2. Tapping on an evaluation, in this case the office evaluation, will take you to your findings and area description list. In this case, some findings already exist and some area descriptions have already been populated. To view findings within an area description, click on the area description name. In this case, I'll click on accessible route from parking. We see there is one finding. Clicking on that finding will open the finding for editing. In the upper right-hand corner, we have our camera button, which allows us to take one or more photos. As the photos are taken, the gray bar will populate with the photos that have been captured for the finding. Below that, in the location area, we can see the area description the finding is assigned to, just as we can in the portal. To change the area description, simply click on it and choose from the list of area descriptions. Below that, you can geolocate your finding simply by tapping on geolocate. You can also record the wheel and direction. Beneath that, we see our barrier finding quick pick list, accessible routes, exterior, slope running, accessible parking to entrance. And below that, the finding details as you would see in the portal as well. Your as-built condition, finding text, recommendation, budget range, the barrier priority, which can be selected just by scrolling using your finger, notes, beneath that, citations, and applicable figures. Clicking on a figure will expand the figure for easier viewing. Beneath this, we have a cancel, a menu button that allows us to mark the finding as corrected, or simply duplicate the finding, or delete the finding. And also in the right-hand lower corner, save. To add a new finding to any area, click the plus button in the circle next to the area description's name. In this case, I will choose the elevator area description. From here, I can see under location that the area elevator has been chosen. I can choose to take one or more photos using the camera button in the upper right-hand corner. I can go and geolocate to my current coordinates. I will skip wheel and direction for this and insert my finding directly using the drop-downs. Elevators and lifts, elevator, call button, and height. Our finding text is presented to us and is available to be edited if necessary. Other components of the finding can also be updated at this time. Once the finding looks the way that we wish to see it, and we have all applicable photos taken, I will simply hit the Save button in the lower right-hand corner. Now, tapping on the elevator area description, I can see my newly created finding. In the upper right-hand corner of the area description and findings screen, there is a pencil to add additional area descriptions. Clicking on the pencil presents you with a list of your current area descriptions. Clicking on any of these will allow you to edit the area description's name. If you need a new area, clicking the plus button in the upper right-hand corner allows you to add a new area. Hitting the back button in the upper left-hand corner will take me back to my area description and findings screen. We see down towards the bottom, a new area has been created. This can be repeated for as many new areas as needed. Remember, you can also pre-populate your areas in the portal prior to going out into the field. Just be sure you sync over a strong Wi-Fi signal before heading out to the assignment. Now let's move on to checklists. At the bottom of the screen, we can see that the Findings and Area Descriptions page is highlighted with findings showing in a light green blue. If I click on Checklists, just as we are in the portal, we are presented with our relevant checklists. Checklists that appear with a gray icon are single checklists. Upon completion, you will be returned to the checklist page. Checklists that have a blue icon next to them have attached checklists to them. Some examples are accessible routes exterior, parking lot, and restroom. To complete a checklist, simply click on one of the checklists. In this case, I'm going to click on the mirror checklist by using the plus in the circle. Our first screen takes us to the area and coordinates page, just as it does in the portal. Clicking on the area, I can choose which area description I want the findings from this checklist to populate. In this case, I'm going to choose men's restroom first floor. I can hit the geolocate button. These coordinates will be applied to each finding. I can also add additional comments in the comments section for this checklist. Comments are tied to the checklist and can be viewed in the Evaluations Checklist tab by choosing the checklist and reviewing its details. Let's begin the checklist. I'm simply going to click the Next button in the bottom right-hand corner of the page. The prompt states, where is the mirror located? I'm going to choose the first answer, restroom above a lavatory or a countertop, simply by clicking on it. To proceed to the next question, I will click on the Next button in the bottom right-hand corner. The prompt now states, is the bottom edge of the reflecting surface greater than 40 inches above the finished floor? I'm going to select yes. The system notices that this answer indicates a finding. It then prompts you to take a photo. Selecting yes will open your device's camera. From there, you can take a photo and then take additional photos if necessary. I'm going to select no and continue on. I'm going to record my as-built condition. In this case, I'm going to apply 45 inches, and I'm going to proceed to the next prompt. In this case, the checklist is complete. I can use the previous button at the bottom of the checklist to return to previous questions and review my answers, or I simply can click Save. Now I've returned to my checklist options, and we can see under Mirror, we have a single checklist completed for men's restroom first floor. We can also see just above that, under the title Mirror, that we have one checklist that is on the device and 0 have been synced. This means that we have data available on the device that needs to go to the portal. Before we sync, we'll move into the Details tab simply by clicking on Details in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Here, using the camera button in the upper right-hand corner, we can take a cover photo for our evaluation. This cover photo will appear on the Overview tab of the evaluation and will appear as the cover photo for the reports that are generated in the system. You can also click on the map icon and your device will give you directions to this current assignment. Photos taken will appear in the gray bar and can be reviewed at any time simply by clicking on the photo. We see the details for this evaluation, including its coordinates. You can update the geolocation coordinates simply by clicking on Geolocate. We see the address, the facility details, and the inspection details. Once our evaluation is complete, in the upper left-hand corner, we can choose the Evaluations List back button to be presented with our evaluations list. From here, we can sync by choosing the Sync button in the title. At the completion of the sync process, you'll be returned back to your evaluations list. If you are done for the day, the menu button in the upper left-hand corner gives you the option to log out. It also gives the option to send the database to support. If you are running into any issues in syncing your app, please contact us at bluedag.support@bluedag.com. The app allows us to recover data in multiple ways if there is an error on the device, so do not fret. These issues are rare, but we are here to help. Do not use the Send Database to Support option unless working with a BlueDAG representative. Upon logout, you will confirm your logout and be taken to the login screen. Confirm all data has come over into the portal before removing the app or clearing any data from the device. If a sync has been incomplete, log back in and resync your device without changing the status of the evaluation or changing its assignment. Changing the status of the assignment or the assignee will remove the evaluation option from your device. Upon confirmation that all data has come over, continue any additional edits in the portal or in the device if you are returning for a new evaluation. If there are any questions or concerns, any issues with logging in, or the functionality of the app, as always, please contact us at bluedag.support@bluedag.com. Thank you.